Here we go. Pass racing, jungle circuit, stage 1. So I am in the, what are we in? 450/570 ZRS. ZRS currently 558 for myself. What have we got? Just under 60 racers, riders. Pretty simple circuit here. It's quite a short circuit. There's obviously a peak 2/3 into it, and strangely enough, a large descent to start off. So looks like perhaps 3.5–4 miles just going downhill. So nobody's going to get dropped there. Bit of a, well, decentish start, averaging 3:25, let's say. It's all downhill. I guess most of the riders are going to come along and not get dropped. There's someone just gone off a bit there, but we'll soon rein that rider in. I suspect everybody's in there. We'll bunch up to a blob probably halfway down in a minute once everyone catches up. And then it's all on that climb. It really is. I want to say there's 300 odd feet of climb. And then if you look at it, it's a downhill and then a slight incline to the finish on a sprint. So yeah, it should be 15 to 20 minutes. Probably about, closer to 20 minutes, I suspect, at my average. So what, we're under 300 watts average now. It's just slowed down. Everyone's bunched together. There have been a few people dropped, strangely, from the start. Perhaps they're just they're trying to race in a higher group, and etc. Here we go. Jungle circuit, 7.5 miles to go. 58 riders just comfortably in the middle here. This is one of the gravel. It's mainly on gravel. So I've chosen, I want to say, the Cannondale gravel bike, and I'd used all my drops, the money, so I couldn't purchase any decent wheels, or certainly the recommended Zip gravel wheels and tyres. So someone's just gone off there. Hartvig the Dane, which I do recognise. I think I've raced that rider quite a few times. Gone off into the distance. 2 or 3 seconds, we'll just rein that rider in though. So going back to, I've looked at a couple of recce's on this route, and it recommends, obviously the gravel bike is the key. There's one, one power up, which I think is the steamroller. And you know what? I'm not exactly sure where you should be using this, whether it's mid-race, or I think there is an opportunity at the end. But let's just see how quick this race is, and do I need it mid-race? That's the key. So we just rein the Dane in there. Everybody's together roughly. Crazy Legs, number 2. What a name. Fantastic. Halfway down the first descent, so not much to talk about. Still averaging 273 watts on the top left and having to stay in 16th. So I've got to say, everybody is pushing on the descent, but it is the start of the race, so I would expect that. It looks like there's a massive lead in. Strange as well, yeah, because I think the general jungle circuit is literally a climb and a descent, but obviously that's only less than 5 miles, so there's been a bit of an intro from a previous part on the mountain here just to extend the race, because I don't think 4 miles would be much of a race. 147 calories done, just under 90 RPM, average coming down again as we would expect. We've done 20 feet of climb, weirdly enough. I think that was that halfway point. Just under 5 minutes, or 4.5 minutes done. 6.3 miles to go, cruising at 32 miles an hour. Everything's good. Just got a normal t-shirt on today. Sweating away in a normal t-shirt, so that's not very professional, is it? I am an amateur though, remember that, and I'm in a shed, so I can wear my old t-shirt if I want to. 6.1 miles to go, jungle circuit. It's just one lap. Everyone's bunched up here. Getting a nice big fat draft there. So the average is dropping down. We've just gone through 5 minutes. It's all about this climb. And then I'd say it's a bit of a plateau, very slight descent on the top of that, and then it is a descent, and I want to say there's perhaps half a mile and a slight incline to finish. That's probably it for the race. I've got probably 5 or 6 riders that I'm following in this race that I do recognise. I've not done any pre-research on the other riders, but as I said, 450 to 570, and I'm up near the top on the ZRS. I did pretty well in 2 recent races. One really exciting TT race actually recently, and I managed 4 watts per kilo for 16 minutes, which was a record for me. American, well, the Crazy Legs has just got off the front there. Huntsman, the Brit, just in front, so I just rained them down. But yeah, there's nothing going on here. I think people are just stretching the legs there. We are coming to the flat after a 4%, minus 4% gradient there. Still haven't finished the leading yet. 5.3 miles to go. We're on the rickety bridge here. Thumbs up. 181 calories. Doing 330 watts here on the flat. Everyone is pushing here. I'm in 16th gear, remember. I'm usually in 15th, but this is a shorter race. I think Lawrence, I don't think you're gassed after a little descent there. Bit of sarcasm there. I'm sure you'll be at the front at the end. I'm well positioned here, just keeping everyone intact. I don't know how I've gone to the front there. It's just momentum. I think everybody else has just slowly slackened off on this flat part, or almost flat. Here we go to the start of the actual route. Look, the steamroller there. A piece of steamroller. Let's see when everybody else uses it. I guess that'll be the indicator. PAS Racing Jungle Circuit. There we go. So all the climb is coming up, and I think people are just pressing on. Everybody seems to be using the steamroller on the rickety bridge here. Most riders seem to. And I'm having to put 350 watts here, as you can see, top left, so I might as well use it. Otherwise it's going to break me. Here we go. We go back onto the gravel and the start of this climb. Now, looking at the climb on YouTube, it's a succession of, I think, 4 or 5 of these yellow parts. So under 4%, and then there's a little rest part, the blue, and I think that repeats 4 or 5 times. Steamroller gone. So let's keep on the front here. Like all of these races, you've got to go over that plateau, and you need to be in the front group. If I don't hang on to them, they've got to descend to the finish, and if there's 4 or 5 or plus riders, you're not going to catch them. And by the time we get to the top, I'm guessing there's perhaps only 3 miles, of which 2.5 is a descent. So yeah, if you don't go over the top in the front group, you're knackered. Got a nice draft here. I'm in the top 5 or 6 riders here. Pleased with that. Having to do 3. What are we doing here? Yeah, so I'm doing the steamroller now. So this is typical of what I would usually do. 320 to 350. But this is going to go on and on. It's a bit of a long. You've seen a couple of riders gone out there, gone off. Vicious, the Belgian. Smith, the Brit, and then 2 other Smith, Marks and Huntman. Out there, Christiansen, the Dane. Hartford just in front of myself. Yeah, Huntsman's gone off there. Fair play. Setting the pace. I'm going to have to stand up here because they were just pushing me just beyond my comfort zone there. So that will take a bit out of me. I start getting conscious here. Still averaging back up to 280 now. It's a long way to go on this climb. And this front group are pushing hard. So as you can see on the left, I'm struggling here. To get to that next blue bit, I'm going to have to stand up on these yellow bits just to keep in the race and go over the top. You can see the group on the right. We've dropped a lot of riders there. There's a bunch forming and I need to stay in this bunch. I don't know how many's in there, perhaps 10 to 15. It's definitely a front group forming here. That Dane and the Brit and the Belgian, the American Ducker now, right in the mix. I need to stay in, and it looks there's still a big bit of this climb left. It's only under 4%, but it's grinding, and I'm having to do, as you can see, well over 350 there to stay in. Oh, well, over 350. I need to sit down and keep the pressure on. 283 average. They are really grinding here. This is going to be real difficult. This front group, as you can see, is really splitting. I've got to stay with this top 10. Have a little breather, a second of a breather. But they may well push on from here. I need to stay here. The Greek, finish riders, sorry. And you got Fingers. They're just starting to drop me there. Need to get into this group. Need to stay over 350. There you go, just under 400. Average 285 now. That's a lot for me, but there you go. That blue bit. Look at the top graphic. I need to get there. That's good. I can see it's not the end of the climbing, but it's the top. It's the plateau. Then we'll go we'll go down the bridge. If you see that graphic, the blue is a descent down the bridge and you go up the other side, which will be a 550, 600 push. 285 average. I'm in the mix here, but there's still a way to go. It's under 1.5% this, but it's we're having to put a lot of power down, or this front group are forcing that, but you can see the split now. Someone's been dropped again off the back of this group. I'm right in the group. That's fantastic. I don't know how many are in here. That was a great fight. I'm really proud of that. I want to say there's 10, perhaps 15, 12, 15 riders here, which is fantastic because I'm going to finish in the top 15 of 60, which is good news. That'll mean I don't sacrifice any ZRS. There we go, over the top. I'm actually going over in first. Oh, really proud with that. Right, okay, look at this bridge as I promised. Everyone's just pushed past me here. I need to stay in this draft, and then I'm going to have to put it in again. Yeah, look, I'm 16th there. And there's 2 behind me. Now there's 18 riders in this front group. Right, push it. Need to get over 500 watts. Push, 560. 565, and I've gone over the top. Brilliant. Right, okay. Get in that group. Do not let them move. How fast are they going to start this descent? I'm in the draft, perfectly placed here. I'm in there. Just hold on. 284 average, 278 feet climbed. Gotta say, there's 20, 30 feet. That's it. Fantastic. I'm in there. Not dropped. Top 18, as we'd seen there. Look, we've all bunched up there. I think everyone will want a break now. So will I. Happy days. Completely dropped everyone else. Flipping out, that was a tough. Drop down to an average of 282 now. And we've almost done 15 minutes. Well, that's below what I've done. As I said, in the week I did 301 watts for 16 minutes on the TT. So I'm capable of more than that, but this is a longer ride, just under 20 minutes. That was 16 overall, so here we go. 2.1 miles to go. Fingers is saying ride on. Who's gone out? Smith. Obviously found a bit of power. Just testing. That's quite early, 2.1 miles. I need to stand up. I can't let them go and just run to victory. I don't think anybody's going to let that happen. It is a descent. That's not going to happen. We're just going to close them down. Too soon. Spot on. Yes, of course it's too soon. On a descent, 2 miles to go. Unless they've got phenomenal power and a couple of riders with them, they were never going to break away there. But perhaps just testing the legs and just putting a marker out to the rest. The group split a little strangely, but I think everyone's just got a bunch at 1.8 miles to go. We're going 25 miles an hour. Just over 6.5 miles completed, 291 feet, 16 minutes done. I'm in 15th now. So 267 watts, 343 calories, in a great position here. Out of these 18, I definitely want to finish in the top 15. If I can sneak a top 10, that would be amazing. Here we go, it's just round. I just need to draft here. Great position there. Someone's got the steamroller on a descent on the gravel. Don't know the difference between, everyone was using it on that bridge, so I don't know whether it's more effective on the rickety bridge or obviously steamroller on the gravel sounds right. On a descent, I don't know, somebody put it in the comments. 1.3 miles to go, right in the middle of this pack. Really pleased with that climb. So whatever happens, I've had a fantastic race here. And this will mean I'm in this higher category and I'm kind of getting used to the temperature of what it takes to get in that top 20%, which is where I need to be. So I don't need to be sacrificing ZRS, just stay at the back here. Right, 1 mile to go. I need to just watch that no one runs off. There is a group of us, and I think everybody's going to be feeling like I'm feeling. Nobody's going to be sprinting yet. It looks like, look, we're on a descent. It's going to come down to the last 1,000 feet. Perhaps everyone goes just before that. I don't know. Is somebody going to go when we get to the flat, which I guess will leave us with about half a mile to go? Is somebody going to start kicking? Somebody's gone off there. Is that the Japanese rider or Christiansen? Someone's gone. Oh, huge attack there. Huge attack. And we're still on the defence. Minus 4%. I need to start pressing here. 350 watts. I'm 14th. Huge attack that. 0.6 miles to go. I need to stay on the draft here. So I'm midway, 14th, 12th, 8th. That's a huge attack. Someone's gone right off there. Someone's using the steamroller. We're back on that rickety bridge. Wooden. How far? 2 seconds ahead. Hartvig. I mean, unbelievable attack there. Distanced himself from the rest of the group. What's going to happen? What's the reaction? 0.3 to go. Steamroller. Yeah, you see these clever riders are leaving the steamroller to the end. Got the same group here. I'm in a good position here. 0.2. Everyone's going to start sprinting any minute now. We split that front group, as you can see, which is great, and I'm in the front end of that. So I'm going to get a top 12 finish, I reckon. Right, sprint, 6:17. Yeah, I haven't got the steamroller, so they're going to take off. Hartvig is going to take the win. But there you go. Is that 11th? Where am I there? 11th. Happy days, happy days. 11th out of 59 in a high category. My ZRS is going to go up there. Oh, brilliant. I got a steamroller after as I went through the barrier. That's no good, is it? On the warm down. I'm really chuffed with that. Really pleased with that. That took a lot out of me. 3.7 watts kilo. I wasn't feeling 100% today, actually. But I'm really happy with the performance to finish 1.5 seconds behind the leader and right in the front pack at this level. Delighted. It's just more and more progress. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's have a look at the ZRS. Actually, it won't be too accurate unless everybody else has finished. I reckon get a little increase here. I don't want to go over 570, else I won't be able to race in this category. I'll be stuck in the 510 to 650. And, well, we'd have to get used to that at some point, but not for now. Let's have a look. Well done to first place, if that was Hartwig, I'll have to check. Went off on the descent, attacked on the descent, who knew? And then had the steamroller at the end. Very clever racing, tactically better than myself. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. See you soon. Thank you.